Good morning, good afternoon, who knows what time and when I'll post this video. But I wasn't going to do it, but then I decided to do it because the top shelf was it looked so good I had to video record it. So this is a Cone 6 glaze kiln unloading electric fired. Now, is it that great? I don't know. It just looked good to me when I unloaded it. Look at the surface there. I glazed without pressing too hard, using a sponge without pushing it into the crevices. So it's raw clay in the crevices. I'm only glazing the peaks. The valleys are actually unglazed. So I just thought, wow, it was just a bit of an experiment, but it worked really good. So this one, I have a feeling will sell instantly. This is one where I actually did push it into the crevices. Oh, and this is for Tiffany. I actually noticed that she had a fish in a video I watched that was cracked in an electric kiln firing. And that, my guess is because it was fired too fast. So this profile, I'll do it at the end of this video so you can watch the profile, Tiffany, and that way hopefully you won't have any more cracked fish. It's the same for the frames that I make. I have to slow the kiln down and do this special profile, but look at that. Nice fish. And it's a big one. This is one that I had a sold sticker on one outside, and somebody had reserved it, but it was a long time ago and I can't remember who, but I kept it on there all summer, and then somebody wanted to buy it, so I sold it, and I've just made this one to replace that one, and it's very close to the original. But so if you're the person that reserved a fish this summer and I put sold on it, give me a call, let me know. Oh, these look nice. Somebody ordered a bunch of flat bowls for pasta, and I've made a lot. I've probably got about 16 to 18 altogether. These were smaller ones because I wasn't sure exactly which size they wanted. I glazed the bottom of these. I don't usually do that, but I stilt fired them and they stayed pretty flat. So that's good. See, I've got 3 little marks there where the stilts will have to be sandpapered off a little bit. But I don't usually glaze the bottoms a flat way because it tends to warp. This looks really flat, so it didn't. And this is over speckled clay number 455 from Pottery Supply House with my bright blue. And see how turquoise green it went? Turquoise green. And it's blue where it's thicker, I think. And the other colors are Tenmoku Gold and Oatmeal over the top. So I have, for the person who ordered these, I've probably got about 16, but some of them are about almost twice the size of that. Same glazing here, bright blue, variegated blue and oatmeal. Turned out really nice. And this was a refire. And it worked. Okay, that's good. There was some crawling and it's completely gone. It was just one of my yellow oatmeal, my yellow oatmeal, and then some oatmeal over the top. And it really looks good. It just crawled off the rim before, and this time it's really nice. And then 3 regular oatmeal. This is my regular oatmeal glaze, straight glaze. I decided to do a few because it's such a nice glaze on its own. And I am in shock, absolute shock. I went to buy tin oxide today, and I tried 2 places to buy it. I always buy my stuff from Pottery Supply House in Toronto, and decided because it was $680 odd for 5 kilos to check in with another place, which I won't mention, and it was $1,200 and some odd dollars for 5 kilos. So so shop around when you're buying raw materials. Check 2 or 3 places, because at this point in time, cobalt, lithium, and tin as well is super expensive. Okay, I've got these waiting. These are berry ball saucers. So dark blue, it's my regular dark blue glaze, which I find a little bit unexciting. So I'm trying to change it, and it looks like I'm getting some slight changes because there's a few crystals in there. So I might continue on that route. I have a matte blue glaze I don't use very much, and I'm adding it to my shiny dark blue, and it's to hopefully make it better. Okay, so a whale, which is good news, it didn't crack. I should have a bunch of these in here. And that's a very big one. It was nose to tail across the kiln, and it didn't crack. So Tiffany, I'll post that profile at the end of this video. My regular oatmeal. That oatmeal is basically the tin oxide, which is why I get such a nice oatmeal, very opaque, but it's super expensive. And then I throw in a little bit of ilmenite to give me the speckles. Regular purple. Regular light bright blue, which has that little turquoise hint. And then a frame. And this is why, when I used to make frames in the electric kiln, they almost all cracked. Then I developed this profile that I use, and now hopefully none will be cracked. Okay, a couple more little berry bowl dishes. There's a really good example of Tenmoku gold. And another nice frame. Very nice frame. Looks really good. The other thing that I do, which for Tiffany again, is that I have the new lightweight shelves, and they heat up much more evenly, and that helps with frames and fish as well. That's a really nice frame. It's folk art white in the center with apple green and then blue stamped at the very edge. Very nice frame. My wife is going to love it. These are all for her. My dark blue, very nice again with the folk art white. And I don't think she painted anything on the edges of that one, but that's a really nice. My blue is that dark blue is definitely better than it was. So I'm going to keep adding the matte glaze to it. More Tenmoku gold. This is a really good profile for Tenmoku gold. Remember I said I was going to change the regular temperature of from instead of 2219, I'm going to do 2222 with a 12-minute soak, and it looks like it's doing a good job. Once again, apple green, folk art white in the middle, and bright blue on the outside. Bright blue, looks like bright blue on its own, just stamped. Maybe there's a touch of oatmeal on the very edge, I think, possibly, and possibly on the inside, because there's a few highlights there. Ooh, a mini frame, just I say apple green. Another apple green with bright blue, and maybe some oatmeal in the center. And then another whale, slightly smaller in size, but another whale. Yeah, I told somebody I would show the back of the, I'm gonna just knock those off, the back of the piece because they wanted to see the back of my frames as well. So there's the back of the frame, just raw clay. There we go. And then 2 more whales. This one I did a bit of sponging on. These are mouse grey or mouse brown from Cone 6 glazes with my oatmeal. And there you can see the grit that I put on the top of the whale's head to look like those crustaceans. And that's just dry clay that I sponged down into a really wet, slippy surface. And there's another one. Same thing. Yeah, I sold a few whales, but it's very slow this time of the year. So I'll put these on the outside of the building and they're going to get really cold because they're so toasty warm now. But it freezes every night at this point. Kiln number 2. It's a bit warm. Yeah, I can keep my hand there though, so I think it's okay. It's just a bit too hot. I would say, what is it? 143 degrees. Well, that's just a bit hotter than bath water. You could cook chicken at 165, remember? So here you go, another fish, matte turquoise with blue over the top, and then purple, Tenmoku gold, and a little bit of blue in there. Wow, it's nice, bright colors. Happy for winter. They're not going to be happy because they're going to be screwed to the wall outside my studio all through the winter. Nice and toasty now, but look what's coming. Bright blue, matte turquoise, which is really looking nice, with a little bit of blue highlights near the fin in the shadow area, and then the purple face. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, another fish. Maybe this might be the only other fish in here. There you go. And this profile I just showed in the video, so stick to that, Tiffany, because it takes a lot longer to fire, obviously, but you don't get any cracks. And that's a nice one too. And what did I do there? I think it was apple green over matte turquoise in that one there, with Tenmoku gold and some blue over that. Not many flecks in the Tenmoku gold though. Apple green and then purple again. Now we've got a bunch of mugs, and I think I did, this was that other shape that I occasionally do because people ask me, in recycled clay, which I'm very happy with because there's no little sort of, sometimes with recycled clay you get little blowouts or bubbles where it's a mixture. I mix all my clays together, including some earthenware, and blend it, and so it lowers the earthenware lowers the melting point, the Cone 6 clay, so sometimes you get little bubbles. But this one is perfect, and it's got my new liner glaze in there, which without the tin in, because tin is so expensive now. I decided not to add it to the liner glaze, and so you get the natural color of the clay on the inside, which is clean looking, but it's a little darker than the oatmeal. But look at this, nice. That's variegated blue and oatmeal over the top of my apple green. This is the usual bright blue, variegated blue and oatmeal, same liner glaze on the inside, just darker. I don't know how the customers will respond to that. It looks clean in there, but it's nice having that white inside, but tin is too much. I'm going to play around with Zirca packs, I think. And there's the deep purple. Oh, I'm the age group that remembers deep purple. Smoke on the water. Dark blue, variegated blue and oatmeal. Same again. Oh, that's nice. Variegated blue and oatmeal over my folk art white. Nice dribbles. That folk art white, because of I put some yellow ochre in it, which is yellow iron oxide, and also some ilmenite, and just a touch of ilmenite. So it gives me this orange color, which is nice. I may mix up a folk art white at some point without the ochre, but I like it with that nice orange that's added to my palette. Matte turquoise, which is a sheen to it, nicely fired this time. This is 22, 12-minute soak, so I'm not getting any runs. But we haven't come across the Tenriku Gold one yet on mugs. Nice purple though, variegated blue and oatmeal. Turquoise again, and another folk art white, which really looks nice. Oh, look at that long one by the handle. I was dipping at an angle, so I was trying not to get them on the handle, but look, it was going down to about, I would say it was about here, and it ran all the way down there. So if I'd gone down to here, that would have run all the way down to there. But anyway, it didn't. And then I have more of the mugs. You've just seen bright blue, variegated blue oatmeal. Same again. These are turning out nice though. Very nice mugs. That shape, I should do it more often. But it's tall and the mug is less stable than my own variation on a ship's mug that I use. But of course I'm in a marine area, so people like ship's mug styles. Oh, they're great. These ones are great for driving in a car because they would fit in your cup holder. Sales point. Nice runs, apple green, variegated blue and oatmeal. Same again, but matte turquoise with variegated blue and oatmeal. As you can tell, I use a lot of variegated blue and oatmeal. And I can't get rid of the tin out of the oatmeal because it really makes it look good. Okay, now this is an order for somebody who is one of my subscribers. They like the purple and they like the green, and they wanted me to make them some baking dishes with both. So there you go. There's 4 variations on this. So it's all on, because it's baking dish, it's using number 80 from Laguna, which is I use it for oven-proof pieces. I've never had any problems with that clay putty. And here's another one, and this is where it overlapped a little bit on the inside to see the apple green and the purple overlapping a little bit. And it's nice, it gives you a different kind of gradated apple green, but look at the rich apple green, that's beautiful. And then the purple on the outside, so kind of a reverse of the other one. Now we've got some more fish. I made 15 altogether, and that's a nice one. And this is using that technique I've just been trying, where I don't glaze the yellow all the way down to fill in the clay, so you've got natural clay, which really has a nice effect. So it really kind of made it look nice. And he's a happy fish. So you got my bright yellow, my matte turquoise, and the copper bronze glaze. And I did some dots over the face. And this was a hard one to glaze because I literally hand painted all the stripes in. I used yellow, matte turquoise, and apple green as stripes, even though it was a very three-dimensional fish. Okay, and then got some more of the pie dishes. That one is like the other one that just came out. These can be used for apple pie, they can also be used for roasted chicken or something. And that one I decided to add some green and purple together over the outside. So you have another effect again. So she has 4 variations. Be hard to photograph because these are a little dark. Now we've got some more repeats of what we had in the upper. Oh wow, that's mouse grey with variegated blue and oatmeal, and I knew this one runs a lot, and especially near the handle, and look how it ran all the way down to there. So I only dipped about this far down on the mug, and it ran all that way down. So you got to be really wary with mouse grey, variegated blue and oatmeal, but it looks spectacular when it does it. So we got another dark blue and another purple. Bright blue with your variegated blue and oatmeal. Two more. Let's see these, because these usually are spectacular when they run like this. Got the blue with the oatmeal overlapping with the long kind of run. Oh, and this one's even longer. This one went all the way to the bottom, but it didn't go over the bottom. Oh, look at that. You know, you take risks, but you try to learn each time. And this time I learned. Because but I have to remember that, just that much glazing, and it's going to run over the length of the glazing area. But it works good. And another one of the mouse grey variegated blue and oatmeals, and then another one of the folk art white with variegated blue and oatmeal. Kiln number 2, fini. But I had some really nice pieces come out, so I think just a few samples of what was in it. So there's some nice chun green with some oatmeal over there. And there's another one dipped really thickly and apple green dipped over the top. So very nice colors. This green's working really good. Then I don't do this very often, but there's the licorice with my oatmeal. I call it lizard scales, and that one always comes out very nice. But I don't do it very often. Let's see, and there's a little drinking, like a shot glass type thing. But what I really was disappointed I didn't film is I had some great fish come out. So I'll just show you a couple of them. The rest, some of them are like the usual ones, but this was a new fish that I just did. Not from around here. We just get mackerel right in the ocean here. This is more tropical for Florida, but look how, basically it's my yellow with matte turquoise and some blue with apple green face, but that turned out special. And this one, I've been making some fun diving and jumping shapes out of the fish. So same again, we added some purple and to the matte green, to the matte turquoise, that sort of made that one pop a lot too. But they really looked really nice, and then the usual punch here, got some that I tend to do a lot of, but that turned out really nice as well. This one a bit closer, this one's really nice too. Texture's looking really good. There you go. And I've done this one before as well.